The following podcast has been brought to you by Banter Club.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Ramblemania proudly brings to you, its first time. Even though technically, every time we did it, we called it that way. Yeah. But now it's official. The first time. Ramblemania show tag team champions of the world. The Angel of Death 6XL. The totally evil one, TJ the Great. Tevin, we are the Banter Club. And if they're not that... Oh, my bad. That's your line.
And if you are not down with that, we've got 2 words for you.
Let's banter.
Yes, those are the 2 words. We are the Banter Club, and we are now here to discuss just one show that takes place on Tuesday nights.
Yes. Tell me, how does this feel?
You know what? Going into this, I was happy. And coming out of this, I'm over the moon. I'm so happy that this show stands alone on Tuesday and the other one stands alone on Wednesday. It's beautiful for wrestling. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a breath of fresh air.
It's a breath of fresh air. You want to know the first part of it being a breath of fresh air? More people are going to watch this now. 800,000 people watch this show on Tuesday. Woo! This NXT show that I liked a lot. It was a good show.
Sorry.
It's all right to Ric Flair over this. This is it's nice.
It's also all right to Cameron Grimes for this. Because us, you, I, me, them, they.
Cameron Grimes.
We're going
to the moon.
To the moon. Oh, man, that shit was great. But you know what fucking sucks?
Yes.
It was the dreaded Wednesday of Doom.
Yes. 1 year to the day last year where WWE cut a bunch of names, many of which were highly unexpected. Here we go again. The release carousel starts spinning, and WWE has announced the releases of quite a few names today. Samoa Joe, Billy Kay, Peyton Royce, Mickey James, Chelsea Green, Tucker, Kalisto. That one kind of shocked me.
Fuck.
Mojo Rawley, Bo Dallas, and Wesley Blake, all released this afternoon from the WWE.
Bo Dallas was still here.
Yeah, shit. I think Meltzer said a couple of weeks ago he was getting into real estate or something. Like, I think he and Liv Morgan bought a farm or something.
Okay. To the moon.
To the moon. Shit. something like that. Something cool. Something crazy and cool like that. But I don't know, man. This is... Some of the names on here are surprising to say the least. I think that the 2 that surprised me the most are Samoa Joe and Kalisto.
You know what's crazy? To me, it was our favorite women's tag team.
So they broke them up.
For nothing.
Only to just down the line fire them both.
It's your fault. Like, the fuck, you idiots.
What? Why? Why have you done this? Like, This is the company that's always like character and personality, and we make movies, blah blah blah. this is the tag team, these two women that had that in spades. Were they the best in-ring performers? No. But they could cut promos, they could be entertaining, whatever you wanted them to do in terms of you making movies and being characters. They had that down pat, and you split them up and took away the best thing. You took away their biggest strength, and then let them, wither away in your undercard.
And you say that, but at the same time, it's not even like they were bad wrestlers either. So it's like
no.
You had women who can wrestle, who can cut promos, who were funny, who were genuinely like you wanted to hate them. They were good heels, and they had that whole "Hi, Kyla!" Like they had shit that if you would have actually let them do shit, they would have got over with. And you didn't really give them a chance as a tag team. You then buried them as a tag team. And then you split them up. They did whatever the fuck they did. And all of a sudden you're like, hey, so about your job. Ha! You don't have one. That was some bullshit.
And one thing that is interesting about this, like I wonder how much of this is them just cutting people again just to do it for whatever reason, and how much versus how much of this is people who want it to go. Because Tucker, going by his Twitter, is good with this. He's more than good with this. He's happy. He's free.
He knew exactly.
That's what he said. Like, yo, I'm free. I'm good. Let's go. We out of here.
Yeah. So I think he saw the writing on the wall when it came to him. Yeah. They wanted Otis, not Tucker. Which is fucked up because they're not doing shit with Otis anyways. They got him in a freaking makeshift tag team with freaking Gable. And I love Gable. Don't get me wrong. It's just Gable should be doing his own thing. Gable should be the Daniel Bryan for a new generation, the Kurt Angle for a new generation, and you guys are fucking. And then Otis should just be Otis, man. Otis is so entertaining, so funny, so fun. Anytime you put the spotlight on him, he's been genuinely a pleasure to watch. And yet, here you come like, oh, well, we're just going to throw him here. We have nothing serious for him. You fucking idiots. Do something with him. He's fucking great. Gable, do something with him. He's fucking great. Stop being weirdos, man. Like, I don't understand why they're being so weird about shit. It's like, sometimes they cornet the entire fucking situation, and then other times they go the entire other way where they're like, no, we want to do this weird shit. And it's like, bro, you have it in front of you. Both of these guys should not be in a tag team. To me, they should be feuding.
I want to be shocked that Jackson Riker is the last forgotten son standing, but
fuck these motherfuckers. Fuck them. With an iron dildo.
I'm not.
With an iron dildo, fuck 'em. Oh, man. But, yo, not for nothing, Joe.
Like, I thought Joe was in the AJ class of you've done it all over the course of your career. Now you're here in WWE. You're going to make some money. You're going to have a couple big matches here and there. Mm-hmm. You're going to ride out your career. And, if you want to be a coach, you can be a coach. If you want to do commentary, like he was doing commentary.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get healed up, you'll have a few more matches with whoever here and there whenever we feel like we need to use you. Your power, your talent, etc. And then that's pretty much it. He was going to ride off into the sunset, and then when the wheels fall off, he goes home and whatever. But WWE released him on some dumb shit. Apparently, they're doing the GameStop shit, where once you get to a certain amount of tenure, they fire your ass because they don't want to pay you the amount that they should be paying you. So why not pay some new guy to do the same shit you're doing for way fucking less? Goodbye.
That's problem with that is shit. You're not going to find a lot of guys who can provide to you what a Samoa Joe can provide to you.
Yep, because that's why they sign all these like fresh young talent. Oh, look at them making record profits. They got all these employees, yada, yada, yada. Then they fire half their other roster. And then you're over here like, yo, fam, but like all these people are popular because of their own merit, because of who they are as people. They're not properties or like regular employees for like a warehouse or for like a retail or some shit. Like this ain't that, bro. These are entertainers. Like they're popping because of them, not because of you. So it's like you're over here doing yourself a disservice when it comes to the actual quality of your product in order to like you. And then on top of that, you're basically fucking up people's lives for profit. Like you're fucking around. You feel me? Like
you're fucking around.
Like you're fucking yourself. You're shooting yourself in the foot. All that. Like you're taking away all this just so that it looks like you're making a little extra cash. And then when your product is in the fucking tubes, and you know, there's other products around now, people are gonna look at you like, yeah, y'all the broke kids on the block eventually. So y'all gotta figure that shit the fuck out. Cause you can spend all the money in the world, but if they over here making money while you're trying to be like, oh, let's throw this away, add this, throw this away, add this. Like you're just shooting yourself in the foot to save a couple dollars. That's dumb. Fucking make the money by making a good show, a good product. I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, I don't know. It's just the only thing I can really say about it is just looking at it and looking at these names. Mm-hmm. Mickie James is another one. Like
the fuck?
A while ago, she like sparked a whole discussion about women's ages in wrestling and how many women who hit like their mid to late 30s, they get shoved out of the business because there's a perception that they're too old to be able to go at a certain level anymore, or because, you know, they may have had kids or something like that. And they've talked about how that's unfair. Like,
yeah, while Hulk Hogan is 97 still in here doing some shit.
Yeah, and we're shaking that off, thankfully, like how we've got Jazz over in Impact, having her like retirement send-off tour and everything like that. So
she's going ham. God bless her.
Yeah, fucking Aja Kong has been in this business how long? She's still out there.
Forever. Yeah.
Whooping ass.
Yeah.
So
but you know, it's WWE that does that. It's WWE. You know, the only old people that they ever let on were like in the Attitude Era, and that's because Vince Russo was being a goofball. And that was, you know, Briscoe and Patterson and Mae Young and Moolah.
Yeah, and
like that was and Slaughter and stuff like that. Like back then, they liked to have like an eclectic ass group of people, but that was just Vince Russo being a weirdo. That was his gimmick. That was his deal. He wanted like all these people, so it could be like the mix between like I guess like a sketch comedy show and like a Jerry Springer show type situation, you know?
Yeah, but just to say it and then get off it. Like just looking at these names, it kind of just all serves as somewhat of like a reminder or pastiche of why I stopped watching outside of pay-per-views. Like you got a guy like Tucker
Knight,
who we
let's
watched
not forget
as a
his
part
last
of,
name. He had a last name.
Yeah, he had a last name once. Tucker Knight. We watched him as a part of Heavy Machinery and NXT, and you would hope that as a part of that tag team, as the brains, as you know, the straight man to wrestling Chris Farley over here. You would hope that tag team could go all the way on the main roster in a sensible company, and hope that, you know, they could fully capitalize on the potential that they showed, and then it goes how it goes, and here we are. You got the Iconics. I know how I felt about the Iconics. How we felt about the Iconics, and look how that goes.
You gonna tell me that this dates back to the fucking Triple H hour? All our
exactly, and you get invested in these people, especially the ones that came up from NXT, only to see that this is where their journeys end so much of the time. So why bother?
Valhalla. You sound like me. You remember how I used to be back when NXT first started?
Yeah.
Where I would be like, well, then they end up here and then fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Remember when I said that shit way back when?
Yeah. But then it changed for a bit.
Yeah. You feel me? With the Finn
remember,
Balor's and all these guys. But then they all went back. So it was like...
And then, like, we talked about that, like, it was like, I don't want to, when we talked about that before, you were like, I don't want to watch NXT because that's what happens to all these guys. Mm-hmm. For me, it turned into, well, I don't want to watch the main roster because that's what happens to these guys. I watch NXT because that's where they do all the cool stuff.
Yep.
But then when they go there, that's where it all falls apart.
Yeah. And you know, I learned to, like, not get my hopes up in that way and just enjoy it for the moment. For what it is at the time. And I usually do. And some of them end up on the other show. So fuck yeah. You know, that feels great to say now. That feels great to say now. If you go over here, they fuck you, then you go to the other show and you're fucking God over there. So it's like, yeah, fuck that. I don't care.
Yeah. And as we move forward to this NXT, it isn't all failure in terms of, you know, who they call up and who they push, as we'll see and as we'll talk about.
Lord.
It's my time.
It's my time.
I don't have to share it anymore.
But I can't say my word now.
It's kind of weird. We're not in the word anymore.
That felt weird as hell, bro. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to say, bro. Like,
we're kind of in a war if you want to count AEW Dark, but that's on YouTube.
Yeah, we can watch it whenever the fuck we want. It's not really a war.
It's not really a war. It's on demand.
It's my time.
I think Taz is hilarious.
I think Taz is fucking... I think everybody thinks Taz is hilarious.
Yeah.
He was hilarious. Well, we'll talk about that later. Anyways, no more mixing of the shows.
I know.
Tevin, are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
No!
No, you're right.
I said, are you ready?
I am ready.
Then, for the thousands in attendance, and the millions watching at home,
oh, of you.
And for one female ring announcer with an MSK shirt. Let's get ready to banter.
It is NXT. We open up, of course, from the Capitol Wrestling Center as always. We got a few more people than we've had in recent times, so the crowd is lively.
C-Dub-C.
It is nice. There go my lights.
Yeah.
That fucked me up. We've seen the crowds increasing, especially over Mania weekend, both for AEW and all the other companies, and now WWE too. Like, they had full blown fans for WrestleMania as a preview of what is to come when they get back on the road, and the CWC is now letting a few more people in at a time too. So it's nice. So good to hear the chants, the people. It's good to get the actual pulse of how the actual people feel about what's going on the product.
Yes, sir.
There was some weird reactions on the show. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. The marijuana smoking kids got booze today?
Yeah, the crowd, they kind of didn't like the marijuana smoking kids. Feeling a little conservative in the building here. But
that was weird, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't the only one who peeped that, right?
Yeah, I heard it. I was like, they're getting booed a little bit. How about that?
Damn. All right, then.
So, before that, we open up with the new NXT champion, Karrion Kross.
Your dad.
Of course, alongside Scarlett. And you know, Scarlett and Shotzi.
Yeah.
And they're in this girl group and they sing.
Yes. And I've seen pictures.
They have a video.
I'm hella confused. They have colored hair.
Yeah.
Everyone, they're like Powerpuff Girls, but you know,
they're like the Powerpuff Girls. The Powerpuff Girls were like a girl band.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
they just all have different colored hair, and it's just like,
man. I saw the video and shit on YouTube. I was like, song that they all got decent vocals and shit.
It's very strange.
Yeah, like you always see them take pictures together on Instagram and shit. Like, oh, yeah, they're friends. That's cool. But nah, they doing music and shit too. So about it. So is that her on the vocals in this song?
Maybe that's why she sings it. If that's the case, then I'm not as mad. If that makes any sense.
I still think it's goofy, but not as goofy if it's actually her that sings it.
Yeah, because then it's like, nigga, the fuck? I put my hard work into this. I'm singing.
Yeah. And at least it's her vocals that she's out there doing all the time. That would be better. So,
but in that case, give her fucking mic.
Yeah, let her. Well, I guess since they want to have her do all the gyrations and the 90s hip hop.
Give her a fucking Britney mic then. The fuck? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Looking like she playing Halo on live TV.
Yeah, give her one of those. But new NXT champion Cross has got the mic. He calls Finn Balor one of the greatest of all time. Says he went on a hell of a run with that championship. And he says he made a mistake when he believed that my emotions were a weakness, when in fact I learned how to control them. He says he's laying out the gauntlet. Anyone can come for this title, but no one will out-train him, out-grind him, out-wrestle him. And NXT has the hungriest guys in this company. But no one's going to outmatch me. Says if you want it, roll the dice, and I'll roll your heads. No matter where the time is told, in the end, everyone pays the toll. This was a tweenerish, damn near babyface promo toward the end.
Here's the thing. Karrion Kross has that feel of like this absolute badass. And yeah, they got the whole Scarlet gimmick and all that stuff, but even in this promo, he came across as like, yo, I understand where I'm at. I know who I'm up against, but I'm still better. Like, that's just that attitude I feel like you need to have. And that makes me believe in him as a champion, where it's like, yeah, fam, that's exactly what you should be thinking. Like, it's whatever. Like, you can have the baddest motherfuckers on God's green earth here, but I'm the baddest of the baddest motherfuckers. And that's what it is. And, and then you put over the talent, everybody feels big, but then you feel, you still feel big. Because it's like, oh, well, he's about that shit. And if he loses, to anybody in the near future, like, it's whatever, because, well, it's not whatever, but, you'll understand, and it won't feel so much as a farce, because he did call these the baddest motherfuckers in the world. So it's like, yeah, he doesn't look bad for saying that, you feel me? And then, in the end of it, there was even a part where I think he, like, got to the crowd and said, wow, you guys are rowdy.
Yeah, because they were chanting and shit throughout the promo. Yeah, so...
They were going
They
nuts.
loved Cross. They loved Cross. So he was over.
Yeah, that felt good. That was good.
So we had asked, how is the crowd gonna rock with this? Yeah, this Cross gimmick, and they like it. They like it. I can't say anything. They like it.
But I like some of the aspects of it as well. Like, I said this from the beginning. Yeah. Like, I don't hate it as much as you do. Like, I find when they do it too much, it's like, all right, you're done, son.
But it's like I said, I like him. I like what he does. I like how, they have him as a badass and shit. I just don't like the extra stuff.
And I like the TikTok, fight me.
Well, the bar at the end, no matter where the time is told, everyone pays the toll. That shit I like.
Yeah. TikTok, motherfucker. TikTok. So. See, I like all that shit. I like all that shit. I love Twin shirt.
Yeah, we know Twin is on the move right now. So, Vic takes us through highlights of the most watched takeover ever, which, it was 2 nights. So, by default, it would have been that. Yeah. But there you have it. That takes us into the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line. The new champions, MSK, defend against Drake Maverick and Killian Dane.
And wow, this was weird.
Yeah, this was... I mean, we got love for Drake Maverick and Killian Dane. Those are OG homies for this brand. But we ain't got love for the marijuana smoking kids.
I love me some MSK. Look at Beth Phoenix shirt.
Yeah, Beth Phoenix got love for the marijuana smoking kids. But the CWC?
What? Word?
This was the CWC the whole match. Nah. I'm not feeling it. Nah.
And every time they would hit Drake Maverick, it was like blasphemy.
Yeah,
bro.
like, nah, that's our guy. You don't fucking touch Drake Maverick. Which, again, understandable. That's the homie, but it's MSK.
Damn.
We like MSK. It's a match. They got to have the match.
They were here like, nope. Drake Maverick all day, every day.
We remember 205 Live. Nope.
Nah, bro. He ain't getting fired again. Nope.
So, I mean, this was a good match. Carter hits Drake with the Bronco Buster. He scrambles out of a double team, tags Killian Dane in. And like the story of most of the matches, MSK is trying their best to keep Killian Dane away so they can, deal with Drake. Because, of course, if you have to deal with one of the two, you would want to deal with Drake. Killian Dane will murder you.
Yep.
But out of the break, Killian Dane rescues him. He pulls him over to the corner and then makes the tag on his own. But then MSK, they try to double team him. They drop him with a 619 drop kick combo.
Booyaka.
Then fucking Wesley hits the spiral tap for a near fall. How about it? Uber flippy shit. Shout out to AJ Styles. He said he can't do it anymore. R.I.P.
Oh, damn. He lying, though. You know he could do all the flip. Well, not all of them, but probably a lot of them.
The spiral tap is a super flippy one, so maybe I believe him, but I also wouldn't be surprised if one day AJ just spiral tap. So
yeah. I mean, let's see if Brock ever pulls out another
shooting star.
Yo, I saw some old footage of him back when he was like, before he even was our Brock. Like, he literally came in for like, I guess either a dark match or like a heat or some shit.
Oh.
Because I never remember seeing this. And it was young ass Brock wearing, burgundy for some weird reason. And he came out and he did it. That was like his finish.
Jeez.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah, because they said, going into that match, he had hit that a bunch of times. So
yeah,
they had no reason to believe he wouldn't hit it there. So, it only takes the one time.
Tell me you just don't know what to believe.
He just...
Mama said, it's my fault. It's my fault with my heart on my sleeve.
God damn it. So Carter, he takes out Dane with a dive, and they finish off Drake. They get the win, and again, a pretty good opener. Some good near falls and everything. It's weird that the crowd doesn't like MSK, though. I wonder what's up with that.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, it's crazy because they're wearing, like, their attires really remind me of The Kid.
Yeah.
Very X-Pac-y. Like, and I'm like, yo, they look cool. They're coming out here. They're acting cool. They're fun. They're young. They're athletic. Crowd is just like not having it, bro. Like, nah, bro. They're funny. They're like, the crowd was just like, yo, fuck these motherfuckers. I'm like, damn, yo. I was like, they good though. They good. Why y'all being so rough?
Yeah, they can wrestle. What's going on?
It is what it is, bro. I ain't even going.
So post-match, to add injury to injury, Imperium runs in. Like, fuck that. And they kill Killian Dane and Drake Maverick. Earlier today, Mercedes Martinez wants her money. And she gonna kill Aaliyah if she don't get it.
Baby, I got your money. Don't you worry. I said, hey. Sorry.
And we're going to be without Aaliyah's beauty on this show. But Jessica Maya steps in for the save. And says, and Mercedes is like, oh, you want to step up to me? And Jesse's like, I don't want to step up to you. I want to step over you.
Oh.
And then we got a match for the night.
Jesus. Yeah. I mean, technically, she is a tall lass.
Yeah,
she could probably.
She was looking down at Mercedes like, I'm going to step over you.
I'm like, yeah, cool. Yeah.
So we see Roderick Strong and Marina Shafir arrive into the arena.
Who does she fear?
Marina Shafir.
Oh,
she in the building. Take a look back at Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly killing each other at TakeOver Stand and Deliver. And also them being taken to the hospital. And then
that shit was funny. You're gonna kill you, motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking kill you.
You think this is over?
Dead.
You piece of shit. Kyle's just sitting there like Adam Cole can't even get up. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
They're both fucking dead, and they're like, "Hey, fucking ready you." What the fuck are you? Like, who you gonna fight right now, fam?
Yeah, you ain't fighting
Wasn't
nobody.
that the point of what you just did?
Right.
Now you're both dead. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right. And you
It's
lost,
pretty
Adam.
obvious. Yeah. It's pretty obvious y'all pretty even here. Come on now.
Yeah, this is over for now. At least wait until you recover before you start talking shit.
Imagine, bro, they get out the thing and they start popping off. They start hitting each other like two old men because they can't do shit at the moment.
Right? They too beat up.
All fucked up. Just
That's where we might be headed with this feud. Shit.
They're gonna be Gargano fucking Ciampa 2, aren't they?
Yeah. Destined to do
God
this forever
damn it.
until Triple H is like, that's enough. Go
I'm gonna
fight
put
in this
you-
warehouse.
In this warehouse, yeah. I'm gonna throw you in a warehouse. You're gonna fucking shoot on each other. Just don't die. Oh man, it was silly, but I liked it.
Yeah.
I just found it crazy. Like it's like two bitter old men, bro. Like just still fucking arguing at the end of the fucking bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, when will it end, Tevin? This broke up Roddy's heart.
Yeah. Roddy is fucked up over this. So we're going to see just how messed up later on. But before that, it's time for a body to be caught. Mercedes Martinez versus Jessie Kamea.
I'm bad. Yes, and it's Jessie Kamea, not Indy Hartwell.
Yes. She
those
is
of
on
you
the
who get-
show, Indy Hartwell, but she's later.
For those of you who know the joke, you know the joke.
Yes. This is Jessie Kamea.
Yes.
Jessie, she actually comes out of this looking pretty strong. She hits a springboard elbow.
Yep.
Works over Mercedes to start this off, but she whiffs on a crossbody, and that is it. Mercedes packs her up in quick order, gets the W. Post-match, she runs down Robert Stone and is like, give me my money. Yokes him up against the glass, and he's like, all right.
That shit was hilarious.
He reaches into his jacket, take it. And she takes his money, and
Don't hurt me.
yeah, pretty much.
No more.
And then after that, she walks over to the commentary table and she warns Raquel Gonzalez. She's like, congratulations, champ, but I'm coming for you.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Basically. Basically where we are.
Every time I see that thing, like people laugh at that, at what he said. I don't laugh at what he said. I laugh at his reaction. Because he's just like, I'm on live television. Fuck.
Right? Like, he can't even sell it because he's on live television. Like, I can't even sell that shit.
He just like, you know what I'm saying? And then Stevie's the best. Stevie's like,
Stevie didn't budge. Didn't budge.
but was she Sherry over there?
Yeah, Sherry was with him.
Yeah, so Sherry was over here like, she broke.
Yeah, she broke.
She broke. Like Booker T, at least, like he still looked intense while being like, "Fuck,"
Yeah.
you know. So it was like, all right, he's still Booker.
Yeah, then you got Stevie and Mean Gene being pros. They just move right along, no problem.
But then Sherry was like,
God rest Sherry's soul.
Sherry just dies, bro. That was great. Anyways,
yeah. So yeah, Raquel might have to deal with Mercedes soon enough. We got Mackenzie with the way.
where were they going without ever knowing the way?
Yes, tonight they get revenge on all the people who have wronged them in recent times, except for Indy Hartwell. She's still just horny for Dexter Loomis. She's like,
we've got to put that girl in horny. Well, we are gonna put her in horny later, but we'll talk about that later.
we're gonna talk about that later. For now, she got to get to Dexter Loomis. So
For now, she's just visiting like Monopoly.
Yeah. So they all do the hand in thing. Like, come on, guys. Johnny makes Mackenzie put her hand in too. Like, you too, Mackenzie. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. The way.
And she's just like, what?
Yeah. And they all
and then
exit
fucking
stage
Austin
left,
goes the
except for
Austin goes the
who
wrong
exits
fucking
stage right.
yeah, fucking. And then she's over here like, dude.
Yeah, Mackenzie's like, that way.
And he's like, oh. Yo, if you've ever watched X-Men, like not watched, if you've ever read X-Men, you remember Archangel, right? He has that same little coiffed little hair and the look. I feel like if this were the X-Men, he would definitely be Archangel. Johnny Gargano would definitely be the Klops.
Yes.
Of course, Jean Grey goes to Candice LeRae.
Yes.
And of course, Rogue.
Does she have to be Rogue?
She has to, because she's Rogue. She'd rather be in Horny Jail than be in the way. That's why she's Rogue.
Yeah. True.
True to the nature of the name Rogue.
Yes. We got Swerve, Isaiah Swerve Scott in the stew.
Why is he always in the lab with a pen and a pad with Brianna Brandy?
Right? They always just cooking up in the stew these days.
Yep. And then it's some random dude.
Yeah, just some dude. I guess that's the engineer or whatever.
Where'd he come from, bro? Like, this guy has no backstory. I don't remember this man last time. It was just Brianna Brandy.
Yeah, but I guess they needed another dude, but he there now.
What if, right? What if Isaiah is the engineer and the producer?
Oh, maybe.
And that's just an artist who came through for a booking.
Ah, yeah, maybe. Yeah, because Swerve is always in that stew, so that's his stew.
Yeah.
So, yeah, true. So, yeah,
Just
that makes sense. But, wrestling related, he says he had a star-making performance in that Gauntlet Eliminator. But tonight, he's got to deal with Leon Ruff, and he's getting rid of him once and for all.
From the stew to the school.
From the stew to the school. Tired of this dude that went to school, he gon' put him under once and for all. So now we got Legado del Fantasma coming to the ring, led by, of course, our new undisputed cruiserweight champion, Santos Escobar.
It's time to let us know.
Yes, sir. The block has
snowman
been
is here.
occupied.
There you go. Welcome to Narcos, motherfuckers.
So these men post up on the block. Escobar says, 1 year ago, this title and this division, forgotten. Just like your homie Steve Blake.
Oh.
but the Emperor of Lucha Libre built it up. And now he is undisputed champion. Just like my father was. Just like my son will be. He lays down an open challenge, and this man barely got through his sentence. He was like, I'm laying down an open challenge. And Kushida's music hit. Like, oh, word, all right. Kushida is forever with the smoke.
Yo, Kush is my favorite. And he came through with the fucking wrestling gear. This wasn't a joke.
Yeah, nah, he wore wrestling gear for this. Like, oh, we talking belts. We talking cruiserweight belts. I know something about that. And here we are, the Cruiserweight Championship on the line, Kushida taking on Santos Escobar. And of course, like I said, everyone for the smoke. Kushida sends Escobar outside immediately, goes for the hoverboard lock, but Escobar is able to escape right into the Pip dimension. And they wrestle there for a little while. But then they come out of it. Escobar is in control. He's trying to destroy Kushida's arm. He sets him up on the steps. He cranks his neck on the pole at ringside. Hits the top rope Rana. That gets a 2 count. And Kushida fights back. He gets some big chops. But Escobar comes back. He hits a drop kick. Kushida makes a comeback. Escobar goes up top. Hits a butterfly suplex. Keeps him hooked for a second. And gets a tier point 9. And Escobar gets the rope. Escobar comes back. Hits an Enziguri. But Kushida hits a Pele. Kushida hits the ropes. Escobar counters, goes for the Phantom Driver, but Kushida counters into a roll-up. Escobar counters that roll-up, but Kushida counters that roll-up, digs deep, and gets 1, 2, and 3 to become the new Cruiserweight Champion. Kushida How about it? This match was great.
He came to play.
No joke.
He came out here and whooped some ass. And I love the fact that he came out serious with the whole gear and he came out here and he whooped ass. Ain't nobody was fucking with him. He did all the flippy shit. I love me some Kush Kush. And I think I've said this since day one that I love Kush Kush. I mean, and I'm not just talking about that kind of Kush Kush. God damn it. You know what I mean? Kushida. Kushida's like, I mean, I gave him the name Kush Kush because I really liked him. He's like one of the dopest motherfuckers in this fucking show. Like, I feel like he should have been even higher than Cruiserweight Champion to me. But, I mean, the fact that he's finally got something, you know, I'm down with it. I'm all with it.
Yeah, we've talked about it for how long now? You know, it's great that Kushida's there, but they should be doing more with him. They should be doing, like, this is Kushida, for God's sake. They should be doing more with this dude. So it's good.
If you want to be a weirdo, just give him a fucking random ass manager. And you feel me? And
do whatever you got to do, but get this man in a prominent position. He belongs there. And, like, the promo that Escobar cut here, this match he had, like, this low-key felt like Escobar's swan song to the division. Like, I built this up. This is my gift to you, NXT. I built up this Cruiserweight division, and now I'm moving on to better things.
I think he's going for that North American title.
I think so, too. Like, I think he's moving up. Yeah. Like, and if that's the case, I think this works perfectly. Like, you send Escobar off with a perfect, excellent match and get him right into a solid position. And if you want to make Kushida the new Cruiserweight ace, that's also perfect because he got experience with that kind of thing.
Yep.
Timothy Thatcher has returned to this realm. He's back.
Yes.
He and Tommaso Ciampa are in the back. They're talking about the path forward, saying how this is a new NXT and there's new champions, new things, obstacles for them to overcome. Mm-hmm. And they say, you know, we may not have won every fight we've been in, but I think we've passed every test. Thatcher says the path forward is to finish what they start. So they warned MSK that they're coming. And Ciampa fucking throws the chair. And Thatcher smiles at the camera. I love these psychos. They're great. After this, we got William Regal congratulating Kushida on his title win. Mm-hmm. You know, glad to see you with some gold, sunshine. You've been a great Cruiserweight all over the world, and now you're all here.
God bless the Kush Kush.
Yes, but then Jordan Devlin walks up like, congratulations, Kushida. You won yourself a title. But, you know, he says, who'd Santos Escobar ever beat anyway? You know? Oh. Just because you climb up a ladder faster doesn't make you a better wrestler. Oh. And I'm the best wrestler in this division.
He's the what, Tevin?
He's the bestler.
Better than all the wrestler.
He says he's going home for now, but he's going to be back in due time. And when he does come back, he'll be back for that title. We got the big dog in the ring, Dakota Kai. And she introduces our new NXT Women's Champion, Raquel Gonzalez.
Hold on, all this gold, wait.
All this gold.
We'll talk about it soon. Hold on.
Yes. Big Mommy Cool hits the ring. She talks about when NXT first debuted on the USA Network a year and a half ago. Yes, and she had to go home because she wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready. She was hurt.
Yeah.
And she promised herself when she went home that night that she would never allow that to happen again. She vowed to train harder than everyone else, make it to the top. And now here she is, NXT Women's Champion. She says the one person who throughout everything believed in her the whole way forward was Dakota Kai. She looks toward her friend. She thanks her. She pays respect to Io Shirai. Says she was a great champion. Mm-hmm. But says the Raquel Gonzalez era has begun. Oh. But then the lights go down. And once the lights come up, we are treated...
This is mine!
Not that.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Yeah, not yet. Once the lights come up, it is Frankie Monet.
Oh, yes. This here.
Formerly known as Taya Valkyrie, of course.
Yes.
La Güera Loca. She's still calling herself that.
So. Yo, you know what's crazy? When they had that whole Spanish argument, I was paying attention to the whole shit. I'm like, yo, these bitches is really like saying some words right here. I'm supposed to be saying.
Yeah.
But I, cabrona. Sorry, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, when she said, I was like, don't that mean?
Oh.
But yeah. So Frankie Monet hits the ring. She's got her dog. She congratulates Raquel. Says she's here to introduce herself. She says, as you, Raquel, are atop my division, you're going to be seeing a lot more of me. So Raquel, she laughs this off. She says, I'm in a good mood tonight. So I'm just going to warn you. Next time you interrupt me, yes, I'm going to shove that cute little dog up your culo.
Ah! Going ham, bro.
So, yeah.
I'm mad she tried to do that thing white people always do when they try to relate. It's like, bro, you ain't Spanish for real, for real.
But Taya, she get a pass.
Yeah, I feel like she got a bit of a pass, just enough because she was around with the lucha libres.
Yeah, like she was like she speak Spanish. She would.
Yeah, she speaks pretty fluent Spanish.
Yeah, she know the lucha libre, so
yes,
she not out there just. She not like.
She's not just fronting.
She not caring. She not caring at the Spanish restaurant.
Nah.
Who just is dying to say gracias to the waiter.
Nah, this is a whole different situation.
Yeah, she know what she's doing. I wish they go back to that one thing they did that one week where it's see you next Tuesday. Because that's the character. The character is a see you next Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's copyrighted anyway.
It's implied. So it's fine. So, Frankie leaves and Dakota and Raquel are in the ring and it looks like the segment's over. But then...
Oh.
This is my brutality!
Now.
Yes.
This is mine!
The new Raw Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, hits the ring.
Yay.
And of course, the last time we saw Rhea Ripley on this show, her and Raquel were killing each other.
But remember, before that, they were all best friends.
Yeah, before that, they were best friends. So they're staring at each other in the ring. The two new champions, they're mugging. And then... Clink. They clink belts and they hug. And it's a nice little moment for 2 stars now. And then it looks like it's a nice little send-off to the segment. But then...
Oh!
It's not over. Whoosh! I'm on my own against the wild. Bianca Belair, the new SmackDown Women's Champion, hits the ring.
Imagine my bun were that long.
And they throw up this picture on the Tron of the 3 of them back in their NXT days, their early NXT days in Raquel's case. And just, it was a great little look at the journey of 3 top women's prospects in the company and how far they've come in that time. It was a great validation of NXT and a performance center. And the PC came under fire recently because of how good Ty Conti has been in AEW.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, she got away from the PC and got that good. There's something wrong there. So now you have these 3 women who all, have spent years in the PC. And, in the cases of, Raquel and Rhea, they wrestled elsewhere. But mainly, since they're so young, they've come up through the PC. And look at them now. They've become big stars. And I think that goes to show that it's not so black and white that the PC works or it doesn't work. Like, there's obvious cases that it's going to work for some people better than it's going to work for others. Yeah. Obviously, Ty Conti was a case where the PC didn't give her what she needed to get better. So obviously she flourished outside of that. But for these 3 women, the PC did give them what they needed to be great. So, it worked out.
I say it's more about, how do you say this? Like, it's not about it working for it's basically like this. It's even like this with like therapy, with doctors, with everything. With teachers, it's always this way in life, There's people who know how to cater to the way that you learn or the way that you process or the way that everybody's an individual. You feel me? So what happens is you're gonna do best with whatever works best for you. You feel me? Like, not everybody's way is gonna work for you. Like like I said, everybody learns differently. Everybody, thinks differently. So whenever you have somebody that just clicks with you, then you're always gonna do better. You feel me?
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, and owing to that, again, here we have 3 of NXT's stronger women's prospect over the last few years standing in the ring as champions on top. Like, and in Rhea's case, it's good because of what they did with her last year. So it's a bounce back. So it's good to see. You love to see it. In all their cases. You love to see it.
Y'all love to see it. This was great. I think Bianca Belair is officially like my top daughter. Nah, she just really reminds me of my niece. Like, her attitude and her swagger, like, just reminds me a lot of my niece. So whenever I see her, I get like, you'll see my face get all proud and shit, like. And it has nothing to do with like, well, I like her better than the rest. It's just like, nah, you feel like somebody I know. You feel me? Like, you remind me
to her on that level.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. Hey, that's the reason why, like I always say, representation.
Yeah, it matters.
Yeah,
but
it helps you,
Yeah.
See them
now,
type of deal.
Now we go to Peter Dunne. Pete Dunne.
Yes, he's so funny.
I'm the best folk and technical wrestler in WWE.
Yes.
And if you disagree, prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong, man.
Says he's now going to focus on what he came back to NXT for in the first place, championship gold.
He always sounds to me like Ringo Starr, but
he's going to whoop some ass. But to further flex NXT's embarrassment of riches in terms of their women's division, Sarray debuts next week.
Damn right.
Yeah. We got Mackenzie with Regal, but Regal has business to attend to. So he steps into his office with Roddy and Marina. Roddy hands him an envelope, and he's like, I'm done. And Regal's like, can't say, you weren't problematic with the UE. You didn't give me your fair share of headaches, but you have always been the ultimate professional, and you are welcome to return whenever you want. And he shakes Roddy's hand, and he and his wife leave.
That's some sad shit.
Fucking. I just imagine Bobby Fish pulling up to NXT like, yeah, Undisputed Era, let's go. And then fucking no one's here.
They're going to Raw.
Ew. Ew.
I don't like it, but I feel like that's where they're going.
Ew. Ew.
Charlotte's on Raw. Unless they move Charlotte. They move Charlotte, then, they'll probably be on SmackDown. But I feel like they're going to be on Raw. Because there's going to probably be... Because think about it. Shayna's on Raw. Right? Charlotte's on Raw, which means somebody who can possibly make a return would want to go after Charlotte. The last place that somebody else was on Raw. So I feel like this is going to continue on Raw. If you know what I mean.
I guess.
So Roddy would probably also, because of Marina, end up on Raw. If this is what I think it is. If not, I don't know. Because to be honest, he's on the alumni page on WWE.com.
Well, it's NXT. They're going to sell the angle.
Yeah.
Roddy said he's leaving, so we got to make it look like he left.
They really went for it, though. Oh, he's not a part of the company.
Yeah. So, yeah, Roddick's joined the AEW. Let's see it. We got Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Leon Ruff.
Oh, it's the Stu versus the School.
Yeah, Leon Ruff getting his face off the rip. Just, I went to school. What the fuck, you got a problem with that? And they start fighting.
Yep.
But Swerve cuts him off. He's working him over throughout the break. This is another really good match. Out of the break, Swerve just starts slapping Leon Ruff down, but that only fires him up. So he makes his big comeback. He goes for a springboard cutter, but Swerve counters into an armbar before Ruff escapes and goes for it a second time, and that lands it. Missile dropkick lands. Ruff gets a 2 count off that. And so he goes for a springboard Rana from the top for a near fall, but he hits the ropes, and Swerve follows and kills him with an uppercut. And Ruff rebounds for the clothesline, but Swerve comes back with his own lariat and crushes him with that. Hits his finish off of it and gets the win. And yeah, Swerve, he said he was going to finish Leon Ruff tonight, and he thought he did that.
You would have thought?
Yeah, thought, but we'll see. We head on to Mackenzie, who's with Zoe Stark, talking about, her road to NXT and the path she's taken, how she never thought she'd be here, and how, look at her career so far. She's been in the ring with some of the best, and she's only looking to get better from there. She's looking to get in the ring with the champion again and hopefully beat her. But Mercedes Martinez comes in and is like, Mackenzie, why are you talking to this rookie? You should be talking to me, the next women's champion on NXT. And, Zoe gets in her face and they have a little stare down, and you assume that's a match down the line.
I mean, at first I was going to be like, who you calling a rookie? Like, she's not that. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, you're Mercedes Martinez. You've been doing this shit since I was 5.
Yeah, you an OG.
You can call anybody a rookie. That's fine.
Yeah. You got OG status.
Facts.
You've been out here.
I was going to say something after the Leon Ruff thing. Isaiah Swerve Scott does this thing that I find as a great, heel tactic. He licks his teeth.
Oh, yeah.
That's like...
It's such a dickhead thing to do.
Yeah, that's one of those things. It's like, I want to hit you.
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, it's such a bad guy thing that you usually see in movies with villains and shit.
Yeah.
It's just always it's like, ugh. So I like that he little things like that. I like.
Yeah. It's always nice to add a little bit of mustache twirling to your villains. Just a little bit, the right amount. We got Walter. Here's another solid amount of mustache twirling, but nowhere near too much.
Yeah.
Walter here promising that Imperium will grow. Imperium is here to stay. Anything Walter says, I believe.
Yeah, because he slapped your chest out of your chest.
So if Walter we here, we gonna run this shit, then alright, Imperium is here and they're gonna run this shit.
I'll slap your chest out of your chest.
Yeah, I ain't trying to have it happen.
Nah.
Not to me.
Nah.
Yeah. But Mackenzie is with Swerve, and she asks him, so you beat Leon Ruff tonight, is this finally over with you two? And Swerve is like, you see what I did out there? I made a statement. But then Leon Ruff runs in and promptly fucking murders this man.
Nigga, I went to school.
It ain't over.
No.
Leon Ruff says, it ain't over till I say it's over. Because I went to school out here, nigga, not you.
I made the effort.
And now it is time for the main event.
Oh, shit, Tevin, I gave a name to this first team.
Yes, it is The Way versus...
the team of you shouldn't have been talking shit.
That is this squad incarnate. Dexter Loomis, Bronson Reed,
You shouldn't have
Shotzi
been talking
Blackheart,
shit.
and Ember Moon.
Shit, fuck it, I gotta do it.
Shouldn't have been talking shit. And this is where it all comes to a head.
Stop.
This
I gotta be
exactly
serious.
where it
I gotta
comes
do it
to.
like this.
Yeah. Shouldn't have been talking shit.
Let me. Fuck you. You should have been talking shit.
This,
Why?
The main group that's been talking shit,
Yeah.
and the main group that's been stopping them from talking shit. It's the perfect matchup for tonight's main event. And whoever booked this match, whoever was the agent for this match, give them a raise.
Facts.
Because this match was fucking fantastic. This shit was fun as hell. So you got Indy Hartwell, who desperately wants to be tagged in against Dexter Loomis. Because, We got to put her in horny jail.
Hey, the whole match, she just wants to go to horny jail. So bad.
She's like, hey, put me in against Dexter. But like the first time it happens, she wants in. But Candice is like, hey, no. And she tags herself in. So then, this is hilarious. Like, Loomis is standing in the ring. Indy wants in, but Candice tags in. And she runs over to him. But then, Loomis is just standing there in his Dexter Loomis way. And then Ember Moon immediately runs in to take Candice out. And as soon as Ember enters the ring, Dexter Loomis just turns around and enters NPC mode. Like, okay, she's here now. Like, the way he turned around was mad robotic. It was hilarious. But Johnny, he runs in, gets knocked around by Shotzi and Ember before they tag in Dexter Loomis. And he clears the ring, and that leaves Indy alone on the apron. And she and Dexter lock eyes. And they're getting closer and closer. Beth on commentary is like, the pheromones are flying. But then Candice sends Indy to horny jail. She pulls her off the apron.
No, horny jail.
Stop this. And then Johnny attacks Loomis. None of this. And we go to commercial. We come back from the break. Bronson has hit the ring. He's going wild. He slams down both Johnny and Austin. That gets a near fall, but the women break it up. And the match breaks down. Candice goes up top and she flies on Bronson, but she just bounces off of him. Like, she goes for a crossbody and just bounces off his shoulder. And she's on the floor selling, and Bronson's like, like
Bronson Reed.
true colossal shit. So, where my notes go? Oh, here we go.
If you feeling like a pimp, Tev.
Oh, go on, brush your shoulders off. Exactly
Ladies
what he did.
is pimps too.
Go on, brush your shoulders
Ladies
off.
is pimps too. Ask Indy Hartwell.
Yeah. She the one. Then Austin Theory rolls in, hits his drop kick. He soared for this drop kick. He looked awesome. Yeah. Then the match breaks down once again. Ember fucking kills Johnny with a tope suicida. Like, she sent him barreling into the barricade on some fucking Ray Phoenix shit. Like, I'm gonna take you out. But not to be outdone, Candice hits a tope DDT on Dexter Loomis.
Insanity.
And then not to be outdone, Shotzi demands that Bronson throw her at the crowd outside. She's like, throw me. Bronson's like, oh, word?
Okay.
She's like, yeah, throw me. And he picks her up and throws her.
Okay.
Yeah, because Shotzi, she'd get down like that.
Yep.
So then Bronson's like, you know what? I'm a dive. And he hits the ropes
That's a
for
big
a
ass dive. Yeah.
But Johnny stops him from diving.
Oh. Johnny, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. But Johnny pays for that. Loomis locks in the silence.
Yeah.
And Indy comes in, and it looks like she's going to break it up, but she can't bring herself to do it. So what she instead does is play dead right next to them. So then Dexter Loomis sees this. He looks over at her. And so he's going over. He puts Johnny down, and he goes to Indy. But then Austin Theory comes in, interrupts the whole thing. So then this pisses Indy off. And she goes over and throws Austin out of the ring. Like,
dumbass.
You idiot.
Dumbass.
You ruined my plan. Dumbass. So she throws Austin out and then goes and once again lays down in the ring. Plays dead.
Yep.
So Loomis sees her and then he picks her up and he takes her away. He walks up the ramp and takes her away.
Wait. Now this is the very moment where she goes to horny jail.
Yo.
As she's being whisked away, as you know, as the princess that she is.
Yes.
She doesn't just like play dead the whole time. She all of a sudden, she gives the camera a look like she's dead, and then she looks up at the camera and she's like, she smiles and thumbs up, and
Straight
I'm like,
up Michael Jackson in Thriller.
and then she goes back to death, and it was like, you get your ass to all holy horny jail. God damn it! What the hell? You can't be doing all that shit.
That was tremendous.
That shit was so cartoony and hilarious that I loved it.
It if there was ever, and I know they're not competing anymore, but if there was ever a counter to Britt Baker always finding the camera on Dynamite, it was this
Facts.
moment.
Facts. Yeah.
That was incredible. Indy Hartwell is fantastic for that.
Perfect.
Like, it was Squints from the Sandlot. Even better comparison.
Yep.
Fucking Squints from the Sandlot with Wendy Peppercorn.
Oh my God. TBT. Damn, yo. Good times.
So in the ring, you got Candice. She tries to superplex Bronson.
Why? Explain this to me.
But Bronson nearly lifts her up. He just lifts her up in suplex position and hands her to Shotzi like, yo, take this.
I don't want this.
Yeah, she's bothering me. And Shotzi takes her.
Like, yo, take your niece right quick, bro. She's blowing my...
Yeah, yo, she wilding.
She bugging the fuck out.
Yeah. And Shotzi drops her onto Austin. Ember hits the Eclipse from Bronson's shoulders. And then Bronson hits the Tsunami. Babyfaces get the win.
That goddamn Tsunami, boy. It was excellent. It was absolutely excellent. Yo, when he picked both of the girls up like this.
Yeah.
And did a double Randy Savage, that was great.
This was, again, like I said at the beginning of this, whoever booked this match, whoever was the agent for this and paced this whole thing out, give him a raise because this was super well booked. Really fun match. Yeah, maybe.
It was Tyson Kidd.
Like,
you ever notice that when we've seen an amazing match, it was Tyson Kidd?
Yeah, usually.
I heard Tyson Kidd did that whole Bianca Belair match.
Yeah, the Bianca and Sasha.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tyson fucking Kidd, ladies and gentlemen.
The fact man.
Facts.
But yeah, again, all the cool intergender stuff that was in this match done perfectly. Like the women, whenever they tangle with the men, like Ember and Shotzi beat the shit out of Johnny. But whenever like Candice would try to fight Bronson, he would just like shrug her off.
Get the fuck.
Stop. No.
And you know, Indy wasn't about that because Indy was too busy trying to get a...
All Indy wanted was Dexter. And she got it. She got what she wanted, so...
So the whole match, she's just doing that. And then fucking Bronson is just in there whooping ass. And then fucking Candice LeRae will come through like a little fly. He's like,
I'll fight you.
Yo, what are you?
No, you can't fight me. I'll fight you though. No.
You know them little scrappy dogs that don't really bite?
Yeah.
They try to act tough. And then you're like, man, get the fuck.
Stop. You ain't. Stop it.
Stop. You're not going to bite anybody. You're just barking.
Yeah.
Go over there.
Yeah.
I'll give you a treat. You imagine somebody looking at Candice and be like, I'll give you a treat.
Just stop it. But yeah, that was that. That was NXT.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, a strong start to NXT on Tuesdays. Like, this show almost felt like a quick little refresher course on a lot of the big players and a lot of the big angles on what's going on. Like, just in case you hadn't been watching for the last year and a half for whatever reason.
Yeah. This felt like summer booking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call it, summer booking. Because NXT does this thing in the summer when they book that they make everything feel, I don't know, kind of like, all right, this is a redo. This is a refresher. You feel me? And like, we're cleaning everything up. We're going to, I don't know why they always do that like towards the beginning of the summer.
Yeah.
But that's usually what they do. Even though it's spring now and they're doing it now. But usually they do that during the summer. And I like that. I like the feel it gave. It was very fun. It was very airy. It was it was a very nice, very light, very refreshing NXT. It wasn't like a crazy heavy with story and blah 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 NXT. It was just fun. It was a fun NXT. The wrestling matches were good. The bits of story that we got were adding on to what's going on. And then hopefully next week we get kind of like I guess like the full scope of things of like where things are gonna go next.
Yeah, I imagine we'll move forward with like the new angles and whatever next week.
Like Jordan Devlin versus Kushida sounds fresh.
Yeah, so I imagine we'll get some new insight on what we're doing with Kushida with the title, and there's a lot of stuff they got going forward.
Yeah, they're on their own against the wall.
Yeah. So yeah, she showed up. Her and Rhea. That was cool.
That shit was awesome. To be honest, it was a nice visual to see live.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, this is what we're doing. We're creating stars. This is the best example of what what can happen when Vince actually lets people do what they can do. Oh!
So hopefully, that momentum
jab,
continues.
Poke, stab, stab.
With that.
Yeah, Vince, just let him do shit.
Continue the momentum. But yeah, as far as
anyways, I was gonna say, this NXT, it was great. Hope you guys liked it. Ta-da! Look, I'm doing jazz hands.
Jazz hands. You love to see the jazz hands.
Spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers. These
are spirit fingers.
Tevin, well, I need you to let these people know, these nice, beautiful people, around the world, where to find us.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You already know where to find us. Find us on Instagram and Ramblemania Show and that Banter Club podcast. Find us on Twitter at Ramblemania, Facebook.com/Ramblemania Show. Also find our group there, Ramblemania Show's Banter Club, where we and the groups that we associate with post all our goings on and the shit that goes down. As far as audio goes, we are everywhere audio is found. That is Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, TuneIn. Everywhere your podcasts are found, just search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. And as far as the visuals, of course, that is right here on YouTube. Search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club, and when you get here, you like our videos, you click the bell, and oh shit, I did that backwards. You like the videos, you click subscribe, and you click the bell, so that when the new content drops, it goes straight to you. As far as me personally, find me on Instagram at TJ the Great One. That's TJ the GR, the number 8, the number 1, and find me on Twitter at TJ the Great. That's TJ the GR, the number 8. It's as simple as that.
TJ the Great. Yeah. You can find me on Instagram at the number 6, the letter X, the letter L. That is at 6XL. You can find me on Twitter at SIIXX. Ain't I great? That is at SIIXX. You all ready? Tevin.
Yes, sir.
You know how this goes. I would like you to give these beautiful people on the tube of the U a little something called Too Sweet.
Too sweet.
And a good fight.
And a good night.
Blagger, 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 blagger. And he's going to horny jail.